Hello, everybody. Terry Jenkins here. This is the second episode of Business of Comics. And for those of you that don't know me, I am Terry Jenkins. I am the owner of Terry Jenkins LLC. I am the writer and creator of Favorite of Athena. This is my comic book that I have on Webtoons on my website and is also offered through my Patreon. And the whole point of today's video is just going over the different company structures that you may want to look at as you pursue making your comic book. Now, maybe you're here for just to learn company structures, and that's fine. This information goes for everybody who's trying to break into some kind of business. But I am tailoring this to people who want to make comic books or have their own comic book publishing company. Terry Jenkins LLC is my publishing company. That's how I am producing Favor of Athena. And I'm hoping to move into doing animations hopefully next year. Right now, we're in the process of animating scene 1 from issue 1. So, but before we get into this, if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the bell to be notified of new videos, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment on this video, and please follow us on our social media. There's Twitter, Terry Jenkins LLC, Instagram, Terry Jenkins LLC, and Facebook, Terry Jenkins LLC. All right, so with that being said, let's get into it. And I will move myself. So the first company structure is a sole proprietorship. And this structure does not legally separate you from your business. So some of the advantages is that you have a low cost startup. You can earn 100% of your income, but the disadvantages are you're responsible for 100% of debt and risk that comes with doing it essentially by yourself, and it could affect your personal credit. Now, this is the option that I feel like a lot of freelancers go into, as well as people who are trying to start their own company. And matter of fact, I feel like this is essentially what I was doing before I chose to do an LLC. So those are the advantages and disadvantages. Our second company structure is, I guess I gotta make myself smaller. Our second company structure is partnerships. And this form of a company structure consists of 2 or more individuals working under a company name. The advantages are pretty similar to the previous company structure. All partners are legally liable for any debts and are affected by any legal action taken against the company. Each partner shares net income. The disadvantages: one partner always ends up working more than the other, causing conflicts. Our third company structure is C corporations. A C corp is let me start that all over. Read your notes. A corporation represents the greatest possible separation of business from personal identity, both legally and financially. The advantages are it separates individual and business, protects the shareholders, and it pays its own taxes. The disadvantages are the shareholders must agree to your salary. So you are at the will of anybody who has invested in your company. This is where stocks are driven from. And, so this is probably not the ideal structure you want when you're starting out with your own comic or you're trying to start your own publishing company. Once you start making a certain amount of money, then you probably want to look into doing C Corps. And then our last is the LLC, the limited liability company. The advantages are limited owner liability. It's easy to form, unlimited partners, tax flexibility, and unrestricted pay. Um, your disadvantages are taxes, fees, and it's usually difficult to make profit. In a lot of cases, it takes years to make that profit that you're looking for to sustain. So for resources, I have up here irs.gov is a good resource to learn more about the company structures and go more in depth. This was just an overview. And the way I started my LLC was through LegalZoom. So now you'll come across people that tell you not to do LegalZoom. They might tell you to use some other legal platform or to just go to your Secretary of State. All those options are, as far as I can tell, viable. I haven't heard too many horror stories about any of those three options. Again, I went through LegalZoom. It was pretty fast. My company was formed like the very next day. I got my EIN maybe like a week later, and all my state paperwork was put in like 2 weeks after that, and I got my business registration a month after that. So I don't see a problem with LegalZoom. I would caution that if you want a more immediate response, I would probably go through an actual lawyer. Again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with LegalZoom. So, but they're not supporting this video, so I'm not going to keep on talking about them. They're pretty good. In fact, I gotta pay one of my bills for the company that they told me about. All right, so you can support me by visiting www.terryjenkinsllc.com, and you can stop by the Patreon at www.patreon.com/favor of Athena. And we are probably going to be changing that to Terry Jenkins LLC now that we have expanded into different subjects. So, but that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me. I hope that this helps anybody that's trying to start their own comic book or start their own comic book publishing company, or anybody who's looking to start their own business, look at the different structures. Again, I think I personally think LLC is the way to go, but you can do your own research. I just gave you the keys to the city, essentially. So again, please hit that bell to be notified of new videos, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you're thinking about starting with your company, whether it's comic books or not. Until next time, keep writing, keep working hard, be terrific, and I'll see you guys in the next video.